horn players, my name is Dr. Heather Thayer and I am the professor of horn at Henderson State University. I put together these videos to give a few quick tips on preparing for your region etudes. I don't go through the whole etude, but I focus on places that give most horn players trouble. Okay? So this video is on Preparatory Melodies, page 19, number 47. And we're going to start right off the bat at the beginning. Okay? The rhythm at the beginning is actually the same as number 31, I think. We start with the 16th note triplet right on the end of beat 2. Okay, so 1 in slow motion, 1 and 2 and 1. Okay, right there. So you have to really count and really practice putting that right in the right place. Okay, not too early. You don't want to go 1, right? We want to start right on the end of beat 2. So you want to make sure that in your head you're counting before you start playing. Whatever your tempo is going to be, let's say you're going to go 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 and 2, da 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 da. Okay? So that you know exactly where to put that and how long you have to play that. Now, the other thing that's tricky about this is that you are playing an arpeggio, which is always a little bit tricky because we're skipping notes, right? So to practice that first triplet, 16th note triplet, you want to obviously go slowly, and I would slur it to begin with. So you're really comfortable with the notes, and then tongue it. Okay, and then short. Okay, and then just gradually work up until you can play at the speed that you want to play the rest of the etude. Okay, and whatever that speed is that you decide to do, whatever you decide allegro moderato is. Okay, same process with the next 16th note triplet, the D, F sharp, and A. Same process. You're just going to break it down really slow, slur it until you're comfortable, and then gradually work it up to the speed that it needs to be. A lot of horn playing is that. Slow it down, break it down, learn the notes, and then gradually work it up to that speed, okay? You have to train your brain and your lips and your air to all be, and your tongue to all be coordinated to move through the pitches really quickly. This etude is a lot of arpeggios. You're playing a lot of skipping notes and playing those all the way through the etude, and so you're going to spend a lot of time slurring, a lot of time playing really slow, okay, and trying to perfect these arpeggios. Speaking of, in the fourth measure, we have another such thing. So you have the 16th notes with this arpeggio. Okay, you want to, if you start playing fast and you don't take the time to learn it slowly first, you're going to build bad habits and learn things incorrectly. Okay, so just take the time to go slowly. Again, I would slur it first. And then gradually add and then legato tongue it. And if you miss a note when you're practicing, make sure you stop and do it again so that you don't learn that habit and learn that mistake. Okay, and then gradually put in the written articulation. And then you're just going to gradually make that faster. I really recommend that you use a metronome. That you use a metronome while you're working up the speed. Okay, so start at a slow tempo and then gradually click that metronome up faster and keep working on getting it to the tempo that you want it to be. Okay. Okay, and just take the time it takes. You will learn faster if you start slow and gradually work up to the tempo you want. Now, as I said, these types of licks are all through this etude. You're doing arpeggios up, you're doing arpeggios down, and you're just going to need to take the time to learn all of those notes and get them really solid in your brain so that you can't miss them, right? There's a famous saying that amateurs practice till they get it right. Professionals practice till they can't get it wrong, okay? We want you to be professionals. We want you to practice until you can't get it wrong. And that means practicing slowly and carefully all the way through. So if you're going to starting here after the fine, okay, after the forte, the whole etude you should practice really slowly. But we're just going to work on those two measures just as an example, okay? So if I'm going to start practicing, I'm going to go in rhythm, but very slowly. Okay, that went fairly well. If I missed any notes, if I cracked any notes, then I would slur through that and make sure that I know exactly where my face needs to go. Okay, and slurring catches any little mistakes you're making. If you nick a note in between the notes, then you know that you're not getting to the next note quickly enough. Okay, and then I would legato tongue. Until I was comfortable legato tonguing, and then I would do the written articulation. Okay, and then gradually work it up faster. I'd like to show you how that works. So right now, I'm going to pull up my metronome, and I'm at about I'm at about 50. That's pretty slow. That's okay. So we do that with the metronome. Okay, and then, so if I can play it 3 times in a row at that speed, then I'm going to click it up 5 clicks faster. So now I'm going to go at 55. Until I can do it 3 times in a row. Okay, and then if I can do that, then I'll click it up to 60. Okay, and then just keep doing that until you get the tempo that you want. And you need to do that with each lick so that you're really comfortable with each one and just can't possibly miss any mistakes. Okay? I hope this is helpful. If you have further questions, if there's other licks you want to hear me work on, practice through so you can see what to do, please comment below, and I am happy to do that for you. And I wish you the best of luck at All Region, and happy practicing.